The winch! Hold it, you have to hold it there!
I get back to the creek and all I can see is all these heads, this fully submerged quad bike hanging down. Jace is panicking like hell.
Rhett,
Yes.
where are we going today, mate?
Well, I got my little map here.
Rhett and his map.
Because we know yesterday was I don't know, it was almost
Unsuccessful.
Yes.
Kind of. Except we know it was wet.
Is there another way?
So we went up through this way and had to turn around there. But I've got all this fencing out this way here that needs to be done too to the east.
Rhett has cattle all over his property. Yesterday's excursion to the west proved too difficult. But there's another section of fence to the east that also needs to be checked. Maybe that track isn't quite as wet.
I reckon we'll be able to get to that fence line.
It's different country.
He's not saying
You've
the way he
taken your
says
boat
that.
off, so you got less weight. We're down the
Yeah,
quad.
I'm trying to strip the weight down.
Well, one quad less chewing up the track.
You saw what happened yesterday. It was just a nightmare.
Yeah, no, I reckon give it a go. Like, we had so much fun yesterday, didn't we?
Hell yeah.
I still want to do this for you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
Still
that.
want to
No,
get it
it's good.
happening
That's good. Yeah.
because there's a lot of money sitting out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And a majority of our cattle are over this side here also, so it'd
Yeah.
be good to actually see what he's doing.
All right, let's have a crack out there then.
All right,
Load these quads up.
good on you, boys.
So now we're going to try and go and check out another fence for Rhett. Somewhere that's not as full on, hopefully.
There's no way to know what this track will be like unless they get out there. So it's time to take the plunge.
Conditions this time are a lot better, a different sort of country, still very boggy.
Hey guys, if you've been touring around this great country of ours, camping, boating, fishing, four-wheel driving and adventuring as much as I have, then you know that you've got to rely on good quality gear. Now, Campos 4x4 have put together an awesome range of products that are made from quality components. Now, there's heaps of cheaper stuff out there, and we won't mention those brand names. You know who they are. Now, when we design things, they're designed to last, and you don't want them to fail right at that time when you really need them. Anyway, if you want a chance to check out some good quality gear, get onto Campos 4x4's web store, okay, and check out the shop there. Otherwise, mate, if you look in the list, there's a good chance there's a Campos dealer right round the corner from you. Anyway, let's stop mucking around here and get back to the adventure.
Rhett's property is full of challenges, but it's also stunning in its raw and pristine beauty.
I thought it was a good idea. The boys had worked really hard and I'd take them up for a nice swim up the waterfall. But things didn't go exactly to plan.
I drive across a simple water crossing. It wasn't that hard, but for Swampy it's not hard. But you've got to also realise that there's a camera bike there behind me. So there's a guy on a quad bike who has a camera. And what do you know? We get across the crossing and all I hear is this yelling out, "Jace, Jace!" And I look in my rear vision mirror and here's Buzz, the cameraman, starting to get washed down the river on his quad bike. The current's just caught it, it's spun around now, and it's deep. It's like chest deep water. Quad bike's barely floating because it's got a little bit of air in it. We're trying to keep it up, hold it up. Simon's nowhere to be seen.
I'm way ahead. I'm heading straight for the waterfall. Now I get a call over the radio, "Simon, come back." And then I'm on the radio, what? No one's answering me. So I race back. Bloody cameraman.
I go, "Hold the bike, hold the bike." Then I get up and I get Swampy. We've got to reverse Swampy down and hook the winch on.
The current was really strong. Us boys were just trying to hold the bike up as it was, and It was not feeling like we're going to keep it there. It was bit by bit, we couldn't keep it.
I'm getting pushed back. Yeah, it's getting heavier. Yep, what's going on?
The water's really raging and everyone's really hanging on, and don't forget there's crocodiles in this country.
So I jump in Swampy and I just start jamming it up down this, through into the bush and the pandanus, and I'm trying to get the back of the car in line so I can start winching the quad bike out.
I get back to the creek and all I can see is all these heads, this fully submerged quad bike hanging down. Jace is panicking like hell.
Help! Oh, God.
And I'm just yelling to Simon, you grab the hook it onto the quad bike, and I'll get in and man the winch.
We're gonna go down.
So I swum down, got the winch hooked to the front of the quad and under the water.
We had tree root systems and all sorts trying to pull it up through. It was very difficult, and we had to manoeuvre the whole quad bike in a position so we could get it back up the bank.
Yep, right, stop it. Again now. Yep.
The old Swampy, she's making her own tracks now.
Poor old Swampy did its job again. It just ploughed those pandanus down, knocked its way in there, and we were able to hold on to it long enough so that they could actually reposition and pull it out.
The Unleashed team travels without a support crew, just 2 cameramen. So when things go wrong, they have no one to rely on but themselves. Thankfully, they've escaped injury today. And it's a good thing, because the nearest hospital is 1,000 kilometres away.
Bloody quad bikes in water, I tell ya. At least this time it wasn't me.
And you know the worst thing of all? Rhett will tell you a story how he's seen big crocs in that creek.
Last wet season, our caretaker, he had a cow, one of our cows, in that, right where the quad bike got washed down, a croc had taken the whole head off it. And years before, we'd actually lived down that area under the tarpaulin, and we lived on crocodiles. So every night, we'd catch crocodiles down that creek. We know they're there. Big saltwater crocodiles travel right upstream past there. It's not a place you want to be swimming in that water.
Bit of water in there. Motor will be full of water. Yep. I wouldn't pull that off just yet.
All right, I'll have to bring the Hilux. It's jammed up in there.
Yep.
I'll have to bring it back, bring Swampy back, cut across around there, and we'll
Hook her up.
hook her up, get it out of here, get it up there. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Just on this one trip, the Swamper has had to be an all-terrain expedition vehicle, a gear transport, and a recovery vehicle with enough grunt to tow one quad bike through the mud and another one out of a river.
See ya?
The versatility of this custom-built monster is astounding. And the tenacity of the team is also remarkable. The tough, no-nonsense outback spirit is alive and well, proving that mateship, skill, and a level-headed response to challenges will get you out of trouble every time.
Hey, Jace,
What?
how much of a good idea were those D-shackles?
I'll drive, eh?
Clear of danger, it's time for Jace and Simon to turn their attention to the camera bike and see if they can get it going again.
All right, so there's a good chance we could get this thing going real quick. Hopefully. You got some tools in the front there, Simon?
Thanks.
Yeah, what we really want to do, before we even try anything, manhandle it and turn upside down.
Just turn it on its side and get all the water come that way.
Yeah,
all
there too. And
Like a
then it
dirt
drains
bike,
out of
like,
here.
like you do with a dirt bike.
So we roll it over, tip it on its side. We can see the water's coming out of the top of the cylinder head. We've got the water out of the air intake. The battery's working, the ignition's happening. We might get this thing going.
Fingers crossed. Is it going to turn over, boys?
Yeah.
It'll turn over, but whether it breaks a ring or something, I don't know.
Yeah. Happy days.
Yeah.
Happy days.
And you use the crank of the engine to push the water out of the top of the cylinder head, because I tell you now, engines don't run well on water. We get the spark plug. Simon gives it a bit of a blow, like blows the water off it. We stick the spark plug back in.
The truth is at hand, mate.
Mate, it's got to turn over, otherwise we can't tow this thing all the way back.
I'll tell you.
No, it's got to roll. It's got to run.
Here it goes. Pop the spark plug back in, boom. First hit and away she went. Smiles all around.
Well, everything seems to be okay. It's not missing, nothing. Electrics are all good. Most of the electrics are sort of in and around this top half of it, so.
I think we're pretty lucky because all of us, we managed to just keep pushing it out of the water.
No, I think we did well. Everyone did well. Could have been a disaster.
Introducing the home of Australian adventure, Unleashed TV. A growing library of content featuring the best of four-wheel driving, fishing, touring, rebuilds, bush cooking, and whatever you call this.
Hope the airbags take up.
Stream entire seasons of the hit TV show All for Adventure.
Get me out of here, boys. Water's coming in.
Unleashed.
Oh, that's tight.
And more original series from Jace and the team.
In this mini-series, we're going to be exploring some of the most remote coastlines.
Plus, get fresh new content exclusive to Unleashed TV subscribers.
Snappers, mate, this is all going on down here,
You
isn't it?
can stream it all for just $9.99 per month. That's why Unleashed TV is the home of Australian adventure.
Mag's not washing it. He got it. He smoked it.
Oh, yeah! Ha ha! Hurrah!